1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Diamonds in the sunset, now your time has come. A pretty yellow bird fly away into the sun.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I think I've told you about this bumper sticker before, but I'm going to use it again. There was a bumper sticker once that said, if you've got food on your plate, thank a farmer. And I just love that because, you don't realize all the work that goes into some of the things that you just take for granted. And some of the people who will be making that effort on your behalf to put food on your plate are in the studio today. We have such an amazing group of people in Ocala that contribute to the agricultural heritage of this city and this county. And the best way to really appreciate that, if you're not in that industry or that profession, is to go to the Southeastern Youth Fair. It begins on the 18th, this coming Saturday, right, Robin? This coming Saturday? Mm-hmm. And let's see, it runs through, let me look at my notes here, it runs through, the next week, it was for a whole week, okay, at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. If you've never been there, first of all, you got to go, and then you got to check out the youth fair. And Bob Hampton is in the studio. You've met Bob by way of the radio before. He brought in Tanya and Julia. Am I saying the names right? Okay, and you guys had such an amazing story when you came in here. Thank you for coming back. And we'll meet everybody else in a second. Let me say hi to Bob first. Good morning, Bob.
Hey, Larry. How are you this morning?
Good. You are an amazing guy. I mean, you've got a heart. Oh, my gosh. There should be something on Wikipedia that says men with big hearts. You should be on that list.
Well, Larry, if people come out there to the youth fair's full of men like that.
Oh, look at how he turns it around, right? That's what all humble men do. They turn it around.
Well, there's just so many people that supports this thing, and there's always room for more.
Well, thank you for what you do. And I love your suspenders, by the way. Do you sell them?
No,
that's your trademark, isn't it?
That's my trademark. You know why I wear these red suspenders?
Why?
They hold my britches up.
Aren't they orange? Are they red?
Orange.
Yeah, I think he's colorblind. Yeah, I'm thinking, are they red? Yeah. All right, I'm just having fun. All right, let me introduce everybody. Tanya Kane, way on the end. How good to see you again. How are you? How come I don't hear you? Let me put everything up. Now maybe I can hear you. How you doing?
Is that better? Good. How about you?
That is better. Yeah, you might need to lean into some of those microphones. And you came in here with Julia once before, and you guys still travel up to Baltimore?
We do.
Is that right?
We're inching ever closer to being able to go to Gainesville instead of Maryland, but it just keeps getting delayed.
And how are you doing, Tanya?
Julia,
I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at you and saying your mom. So you're doing okay?
Yes, sir.
You got such an amazing smile.
Thank you.
And such a beautiful smile. For the listeners who didn't hear that story, obviously we have a lot more to talk about today, but why do you go to Baltimore all the time?
she's in a clinical trial for an experimental medicine for Niemann-Pick disease, type C.
Yeah.
It's a genetic disease. She's had it since she was born, and we determined that she had it around age 11. And then for the past 4 years, we've gone every month up to Maryland.
Every month
for her to
to
get
Maryland.
this experimental medicine. The upside to that is it's kept her mostly stable. So
That's the good news,
it's
right?
worth it.
That's the good news.
Yes.
I want to read the letter that Julia wrote also. Bob let me have it, so I'm going to read it. Hopefully nobody's embarrassed by it. It's really beautiful. And let's see, who else is in the room? Denise Dean?
Yes, sir.
Denise.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Have we met before?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. I'm not sure either. You look so familiar, but how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And what is your role with the youth fair?
I'm the executive director of the youth fair.
Oh, wow. So you oversee everything.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Good for you. You've raised animals, I'm guessing, in your...
Actually, I did not.
You never did?
Only thing I ever had when I was young was horses, but I never was part of the youth fair till my children.
I had hamsters.
I married my husband, and he was
Oh, your husband is the agriculture guy.
Yes.
So you're like a teacher. No?
I'm actually, he taught me.
Oh, he taught you.
And then I got the job as the director.
I had a hamster. If I say I raised hamsters, I'd be lying. But I had a hamster. I named him Dick. and then when I was a little kid, and they had babies, and I said, "Well, it's got to be Mrs. Dick. I can't be Dick anymore." That's all I knew. I just knew that little boy hamsters didn't have babies. Maddie Shannon, who's Maddie?
Good morning.
Maddie, well, you're so beautiful. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let me make sure everybody's microphone is up. Are you raising an animal?
Yes, sir. I actually have some beef heifers, a market steer, and a market lamb for this year's youth fair.
Oh wow, that's 3 animals? Is that hard to do? 3?
It's definitely a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it once fair comes around. It's a lot of fun, and I definitely enjoy it.
Did you hear about this? I don't know if anybody heard this story about was it a farmer in the Carolinas that was going to give away their farm to a couple who wrote the best essay? Did you see that?
Yes.
In
North Carolina.
No? Oh my gosh! I'll find the story if anybody wants a farm. You have to write an essay, and then she's going to give it to whoever writes the best essay.
Wow.
And there's some writing skills in the group, right, Bob?
They are.
All right, let's see. Donovan Heim, am I saying Donovan's last name right?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Donovan?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Good. You're coming through a little bit loud and clear. What are you raising?
I'm showing the North Marion High School chapter steer.
The steer?
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so there's more than one person raising it?
No, sir. It's
Oh, it's just yours?
Yes, sir. But the school gets all the funds, but they pay for everything.
They get all the what?
They get all the money raised at the auction.
Oh, okay. Does it become hamburger after a while?
Yes, sir.
It does.
Food on your plate.
I know.
Food on your plate.
Don't do it. Oh, I know I go through this every single time. I don't know how. I mean, I eat hamburgers too, so who did I miss? Did I miss Denise?
No, I'm here.
Denise, okay. Who
got
did
everybody.
I miss? Did I get everybody?
You got
Oh,
it.
okay, got everybody. Well, thank you all for coming in. Julie, I didn't ask you what you're raising. What are you raising?
What are you raising this year?
Oh, a hog.
A hog?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a picture of you with your hog. Okay, this is a good time to read the letter. Okay, Bob gave me this letter. Dear Mr. Hampton, my name is Julia Kane. I am 16 years old and an 11th grader at Vanguard High School. I am a member of the Boots and Buckles 4-H. This is my 5th year participating in the Southeastern Youth Fair, and I am showing my 4th hog. I have worked very hard raising my hog this year. Her name is Chops. Chops is a female Yorkshire Hampshire cross, or otherwise known as a blue butt. You're a comedian. Right now, she weighs 182 pounds, but my goal is to have her finish out at 235 pounds. Wow, which means she won't be able to fly that drone.
Yeah.
That drone only carries 220 pounds. As you might remember from my past, my biggest challenge has been scheduling. School and church keep me busy, and my mom and I still travel to Maryland every 4 weeks to participate in the trial of a new medicine for Niemann-Pick disease. It's hard to believe 3.5 years have passed since I started my monthly trips to Maryland, but the trial medicine has kept my condition mostly stable, so it's well worth it. I plan on depositing the money I get from Chops at auction into my medical trust fund to help my parents with my medical bills. Oh my gosh, that touches your heart. I would like to invite you to come see me and my hog at the Southeastern Youth Fair. Are you going to go?
Nah.
February 23rd is the swine weigh-in. February 24th is the swine show starting at 6 p.m. And February 25th is the swine auction starting at 10 a.m. Thank you for your support over the years. It is much appreciated. Chops and I look forward to seeing you at the Southeastern Youth Fair. If Chops only knew what was looking ahead for Chops. Yeah. Are you going to have like the Blue Butt special when you have breakfast that morning?
No.
The Blue Butt special? So are you one of the judges?
No,
No, okay.
I have nothing to do with any of that.
Okay. You're just part of it. You just help us understand what's going on in our county.
Well, this has all been going on since September of last year, organizing it and getting everything together and all the preliminaries. How did you get all of the students in the schools involved?
Well, first of all, this is our 77th year.
Oh,
wow.
my.
Wow.
So we're the oldest, largest all-youth fair in the southeast of the country.
Oh, that is amazing.
That does not have a midway. That is not a it's like a state fair. We just have our carnival. We just have our little 3-day carnival as a fundraiser. No midway. All youth. It's all participation from youth in agriculture.
All right, I have another letter. I'm going to read it after the break. We're up against the break, so let's take that break right now, and we'll be right back. And this is from somebody who's not in the room, right? Corey Hunter? Not in the room?
Right.
No.
Am I saying it right? Okay, we'll be right back.
Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, it'll be windy and warm with clouds and some sun. Watch out for a shower and thunderstorm during the afternoon and evening hours. High 76 in the northern part of the zone to 83 in the south. Wednesday night will turn out partly cloudy and cooler, low 47 in the northern interior sections to 56 along the coast to the south. Thursday, partly sunny, breezy, and cool, high 69 to 73. Friday, partly sunny, high 72 to 76. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
If your home needs some work and you're ready to get the job done, then join On Top of the World Communities as they host the Home Improvement Expo this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Windows, flooring, solar power, remodeling, home entertainment. Plus, there will be great door prizes and giveaways. Experts from every field of the home improvement industry will be on hand to display their services and answer questions about the latest trends in home improvement. It's this Saturday at the Circle Square Cultural Center in Ocala. This free event is sponsored by On Top of the World Communities.
All right, 17 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. The Southeastern Youth Fair begins this Saturday, and it runs all the way through the following Saturday, the 25th, at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. And we're going to learn a little bit more about it. I feel like there's so much more information I want to make sure to get out, and I'm kind of having too much fun. So let me read the other letter that you gave me, Bob. It's from Corey Gunter. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And Corey's not here, right? He said, Dear Mr. Bob Hampton, my name is Corey Gunter. I am 17 years old. I am a student at Meadowbrook Academy, and I am in the 12th grade. I am a proud member of Cracker Country 4-H Club. I've been in 4-H for 11 years. This is my 10th year raising swine. Wow, 11 years. He was 6 years old when he started.
He's a she.
He's a she. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought Corey. Okay, I'm sorry, Corey, if you're listening. Wow, but since she was 6. Mm-hmm. Wow, okay, I'm sorry. Can we erase that and just do it over?
Sure.
I would like to invite you to the Southeastern Youth Fair. They all like to invite you. The swine show will be held on Friday, February 24th at 6 p.m., and the auction will be held on Saturday, February 25th at 10 a.m. Is that what you do? You buy the pigs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I go there to bed, yeah.
You go there to bed? Okay. The fair is a great place to bring your family. Please visit the exhibitor's barn and stop by my stall. I would love the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you for supporting the Southeastern Youth Fair. I really enjoy the Swine Project, even though it comes with a lot of work and responsibility. Yeah, it sounds like it. Off the air we were talking, and I was comparing it to a dog, and you all laughed. Let's see. My hog is raised in a stall with a wooden floor. Each day I am required to remove waste from the stall as well as in the fenced-in dirt area used to exercise my hog. The stall is washed down and swept out every day as well. This helps me keep my hog healthy and free from parasites. I also make sure my hog has plenty of feed and water. When I graduate from high school, I want to go to school to become a pediatric nurse. I also want to stay in the agriculture business. I would like to keep raising hogs and selling them. Wow, that's a young lady with a good future ahead of her, isn't it? Spanky Tag, number 143. What does that mean?
That's the name of her hog, and that's her tag number.
Oh, the hog is called Spanky? How do you kill something with a name? All right. All right. There was in town the other day. It was something that was in the news, and I guess we've done it 4 or 5 years. The cattle go driving down the road. That I love that because you sometimes forget your past. You forget that this is an agricultural area. It still is an agricultural area. Now, Robin and I are not part of it, except to talk to you guys and to go to the fair, right? But it's an important thing to remember. And every time we eat, somebody did that, right? Somebody grew that, right?
Well, those cowboys that did the cattle drive are all of them are our volunteers at the fair.
We know 2 of them. Well, we know Mark Sheffett.
Right.
And we know Suzanne. I don't know if you call her a cowboy or not, but
I do.
We've known both
She's
of them.
part of the fair.
She's part of the fair, yeah. And they're awesome. They used to do, Mark used to do a horse show here, and Suzanne used to do a gardening show here, so that's how we know them. All right, let's talk about your what you do. I'm leaving everybody out. Denise,
Yes, sir.
right?
Me.
Denise.
Down
I'm
here.
sorry. Gosh, why are these names in order? Okay, Maddie.
Yes, sir.
Maddie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So you're raising 3, you said?
Well, I have 2 beef heifers, a cow-calf pair, and then I have a market steer and a market lamb. So 5.
Gosh,
And a
that's
half.
a huge responsibility.
Okay. And will they all be at the show?
They'll all be at the show, but I'll only be selling my steer and my lamb. I'll take my heifers home with me Sunday night.
And is there a reason for that?
It's a breeding program, so I breed them, and it's growing my own herd. So I breed my heifers, I take them to
Oh
the
my
fair,
gosh.
and then I take them home, and I can breed them again.
Do you have a lot of land?
Yes, I live on a farm with my parents.
Wow. And do they already have cattle?
Yes, they kind of have their own herd, and they're the ones that got me started. And then from that, I kind of split off, and I've been growing my own smaller herd. And so they've kind of helped me get started and give me all the resources for it.
Are they smart?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you ever want to be a vegetarian? Every time.
I've actually never thought about being a vegetarian. I think I like meat too much to be one. So
It's just part of our, there's got to be a reason these animals exist, and probably to feed us, right?
Right.
I often thought that if I was a caveman, there'd be no way that a cow would be on my table. A chicken, maybe. I might be able to kill a chicken. I don't know how I would kill a cow. I'd go to choke it, and I would go, it would never, and anyway, all right, no.
When you take your sheep there, do you shear the sheep, or is it just the way it looks?
You do shear the sheep, but there's wool sheep and then there's hair sheep. So you would shear the wool sheep, and then the
really?
hair sheep you can kind of clip them a little bit, but most of the time they go in like this.
Is that hair used for anything?
The hair really isn't used for anything, but all the sheep do produce a natural oil. They produce lanolin, so they can use the lanolin out of their wool.
Isn't that amazing? See, if I come back, if reincarnation is possible, and I come back as an animal, sheep. It's easy. I get a haircut and I stay alive, you know?
You can eat them. Definitely.
Yeah.
Their meat
We do sell them at the market.
Yes.
Oh, you do eat them too?
Yes.
Who eats them? I never.
Lamb chops. You never have lamb
Oh,
chops?
that's a lamb? Okay. Donovan,
Yes, sir.
how are you again? Tell me again what you're raising.
I'm showing the North Marion High School chapter steer.
Oh, that's right, the steer. And what was the challenges when you raise a steer? What are the challenges of raising a steer?
Well, I got my steer from Medina Springs, which is a commercial cattle producer. So you take this steer out of the field and away from the herd, and you kind of have to you halter break it. So that's one of the major challenges showing a steer, is you have to get it used to being handled and everything like that. But eventually they warm up to you, and it's a lot of fun.
Is it you? So you got it when it was an adult or still a baby?
It's not full grown, but it's a lot smaller when you first get it from right now.
So it's easier when they're a baby to halter. What'd you say? Halter train them?
Yes, sir.
And are they rough, like you see at the rodeo? Are they hard to handle?
It just depends on the temperament of your animal. Mine was fairly calm when I first got him. At the initial weigh-in, he weighed 590 pounds, and right about now he's over 1,100. So it's a little easier to halter break him when they're 600 pounds rather than 1,200.
600 is easy? Wow.
Does he have?
You'd be surprised.
Does he have horns?
No, ma'am. You can't have horns at the fair.
Oh, okay. So what happened? I mean, do some steers have horns and some don't?
Some steers are born with horns, or over time they've been genetically modified to not grow horns, or they're polled at birth and the horns don't grow back.
Bob is shaking his head. Bob is shaking his head because he knows we know nothing, and we're showing it to.
Yeah, but that's interesting because we got to ask questions.
It is
to find
interesting.
out.
Robin knows more than me. Robin grew up in Wisconsin. I grew up on Long Island. There were squirrels. That's all I remember. So real quickly, so you got it from Medina Springs. Did they give it to you? Was it a gift?
I last year they donated the steer, and right now we're working out a payment, but we're not too sure. They're trying to work it out to where they could just give it to us.
So is that part? Maybe this is a question for you. Is this all part of it? Is to learn the investment part, the money?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have to do a market book. Exactly. They have to do a record book that tells Everything
How
from
much
the
you
start of the
spent?
project. Yes.
Wow. And is your time included in that? Like, in other words, do you pay yourself somehow?
No. That your time's not included in the record book. I mean, you could keep that separate and know your investment.
How much did you actually make?
But it's,
How many cattle would, like, if you were a professional cattle farmer, how many would you have to raise to actually make a decent living?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit?
A lot.
I think depending also on quality of your cattle and the kind of cattle I guess you're trying to raise
And
for
the market.
commercial or show, and definitely market prices and how the market's doing.
And that's what you're doing. You're doing it for commercially and for showing.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful.
They do it all in, the steers, they do it all in 2 days. The first day is the show day, where they actually show it and get judged, and it's placed in classes and, ranked.
Wow.
And then based on that is how they go to the sale in the auction.
Julia, how is Chops doing?
I guess good.
That's good. and how much does Chops weigh now?
226 pounds.
Wow. And how big was Chops when you? Is Chops
230 pounds.
No, when you got her, she was about
Oh.
65.
Oh, really? That's like a big dog. So were you how long ago was that you got her? Is it he or she, Chops?
It's a she.
Is she easy to handle?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Is she smart?
No. Not at all.
That makes it easier to kill her, doesn't it? When it's stupid.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make it easier? I would think so. Do you? Oh, you don't remember the Ziffles, do you? From the. That was a smart pig. I wouldn't want to kill that pig.
Well, you have also in addition to the youth fair, you have a carnival.
Yes, ma'am.
That you said is going on.
It's our fundraiser. We do it the first weekend, Friday night, then Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon into the evening. And actually, we're going to start tomorrow night. We're going to tack on. We're ready early.
Oh, how nice!
So Thursday evening, we're going to have it start to around 5.
Oh, okay, that's excellent.
This is only our second year with the carnival. This is our kind of fundraiser.
Do you
for
like
the
having
thing.
a carnival there? Is it fun?
It was very successful last year, and it was fun, and it was something different for the kids. So
Wow,
yes.
sounds like fun for the rest of us too.
Yeah, and it brought in more people to see the fair.
Right, right. That would make sense to me.
And we had gone to your website to find out your schedule of events. So you not only have steers and hogs and sheep, but you have chickens and
Yes,
bunnies and all of that. So what kind of criteria do you have to have for the smaller animals?
Criteria, they all do a project, just as from the small animals to the big animals. They're all the same project. I'll have to do record books and keep all that. We also have a home arts building where kids that don't necessarily raise animals, they do home arts. We have a kitchen show, a cooking show, sewing, home arts, photography, garden. Am I missing any? We have a barbecue contest.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like
yes.
fun. Yeah. Bob, how many people are bidding on the animals? You're one of many, right?
Oh, yes.
Could I bid,
takes
or
a large
do I
group.
have to qualify to bid, or just show
come
up?
out and
Yes.
Come down there Saturday morning, fill out your paperwork,
Really?
and you can
Not
buy
that I'm
one
gonna
for
do it.
WOCA
So
or-
do you get it live, or when you get it, if you win the bid, do you get it live?
No, it has to go to slaughter.
Oh, so you get some frozen meat?
Well, it goes slow. You can donate it back.
Oh, you
They have
can?
a buyback program of what actual market price is, which is not close to what we bid. These children, and you can ask one of them, they can tell you that raises these animals. It's unbelievable how much money each one of these children has invested.
I bet.
in their
And
animal.
time. Yeah. It's gosh, my goodness.
And you also have a dog agility show and
Yes.
a dog obedience on the 18th. So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
domestic animals, for dogs.
That
you
starts
also
our
have
show.
that.
We have the dog show on Saturday and the goat show and sale on Saturday. They start the fair.
Oh, and a horse show.
And that's on Sunday.
That's wonderful.
Bob, thank you so much for bringing the people in the studio today and for keeping us in touch with the Southeastern Youth Fair. We are so proud of all of you. I apologize. It's so hard in 25 minutes to get everybody on the air for a lengthy period of time. Did you want to say something else?
I just wanted to say one more thing. The 3 students that are here, Julia and Maddie and Donovan, are also part of the ambassador program, which do things like this in the community to represent the youth fair. Anytime they need something at when the Lions Club meeting or the school board
Light Up
meetings.
Ocala. They do a lot of volunteer work outside of the fair, representing the fair.
Well, I would like to offer, anytime you want to help promote something, just come on in. Just call, Robin is who you call, and she'll set it up, and you just come on in and talk about if you've got something coming up, okay? Thank you for what you do. Thank you for coming in here today and for giving us something to remind us of the importance of agriculture in our community. Bob Hampton, by the way, Bilo Sales and Service. Thank you so much, Bob, for everything you do. Denise, thank you. Denise Dean, the Marion County Southeastern Youth Fair Director. Look at Robin gave me all the notes here. Maddie Shannon. Maddie, thank you. The Youth Fair 12th grade ambassador, Donovan Heim. Thank you, Donovan. You are the Southeastern Youth Fair 10th grade ambassador. And Julia Kane, look at that smile. I love your smile. The Southeastern Youth Fair 11th grade ambassador, and Tanya Kane. Our prayers are with all of you. Thank you for coming in here and doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We'll see you during the next week, between Saturday and Saturday.
Yes,
we'll be right.
Come to the fair.
We'll be right back.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to